Hey,
Cheer, 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 cheer,
yeah,
cheer, cheer,
yeah,
cheer,
yeah.
cheer, 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 cheer,
What's
cheer,
up?
cheer.
What's up, everybody?
What's good, peoples? What's good with you,
Hey
brethren?
there. Huh? What's going
What's
on?
good with you? Out here just, living a life, fighting the struggle.
Hey, man, it's the Too Shady.
Radio.
How y'all doing? It's the Robert Kane and Mr. Terry Dorsey. We call it the bo&terry Show. How y'all doing today? We got a special show for y'all today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? It's been crazy. It's been wild out there. And everybody always knew the first topic of the day. And you know how I get it because Terry always has to get it. So, what's up with the purple powder puff earrings headset you got on? you,
I don't know. I guess
you
you
look
dress
like
like the
if
sharpest.
Frankenstein took those things off his neck and put them on his ears.
You look like the sharpest janitor in the elementary school. I got to point it out to you, brother. You look like
Yeah,
you
you know
sweep
what I'm
them floors and stay sharp.
saying? Hey, you know what? I got that Superman outfit on. I gotta take this off and put something else on. You know how I get down, man. Leave me alone, brother. I got to go to
Yeah,
work.
man. It's time for a wardrobe change immediately.
Hey,
You look like your name's supposed to be Rollo with that jacket
my
on.
name ain't. Hey, the
Is that a
collars
shirt?
on. The collars don't want to go right. They.
Don't you hate when your collars be mad disrespectful? You got the whole shirt right, and then one collar just want to stick up like
Hey,
this all every picture.
hey, my collars protesting.
They sitting there, your left collar sitting there doing like this. We will not be moved. You will hear us. All collars matter. This is a collar issue.
Stop it. Stop it. Look at your little ass collars.
Yeah, these
Hey,
collars ain't shit.
them collars too little for that big ass shirt. I tell you.
Actually, the shirt too little for my big ass body. That's
What
the
is that? A
problem.
Tyrannosaurus shirt? Is that with the little arm collar?
This is a grown man 3T.
No, it
This is
is.
a 3T
Oh,
adult.
is that a short sleeve? That ain't
It
no.
is a short sleeve.
Oh hell, yeah. Oh hell, this one of them blood pressure short
This is
sleeves too.
no, this is one of your. This one of them, this is a Father's Day gift. You be like, I'm gonna wear it. I'm gonna go and wear it. You gonna wear it on the show?
You better
Yeah, I
wear
go
that.
ahead, wear it on my little show.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and wear it on the show. You better wear it on the show, man. That's
I'm
hilarious.
gonna wear this little shirt on my little show.
Wear that little shirt on the little show. That's how you gotta do it, man. Hey,
Yeah,
no,
man. I see you lined up the little rapist goatee. That's looking clean
hey.
today. Your prepubescent pedophile goatee. I like it. It's clean. It's
Oh,
clean.
it's clean. You like
Oh,
it, hey, man. I thought I was doing the old school Morris Chestnut look. You know, that's what I was going for. The old school Morris Chestnut. You don't like it?
now we both met Morris Chestnut. You know better. Ooh, we should tell that story on Road Stories coming up
Oh
soon.
no,
The time we met Morris Chestnut.
we got a better one today. I'm telling you. You're gonna love this one.
Oh, I mean, it's 1,000 of them. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That would be
yeah.
a fun one though, because Morris was cool as a fan.
Hey, this one is coming from one of our guests too. So it's gonna be amazing.
All
Watch.
right,
All right,
let's
so
go.
look, let's go. Hot button topics of the week.
Pow, 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 pow. Because black people just make up a song for anything. Like, is it time to eat? Time to eat. Time to eat. Time to eat. Time to eat.
Eat time, time to eat time. Hot button.
Yeah.
Hey, if y'all seen my live today, I don't know who did. I don't know what y'all did or what y'all doing, but if y'all seen my live today, man, hot button topic. First hot button topic today is people complain that the movement wasn't moving for every black movement, right? And I believe that if we move for everything, we'll be too widespread. So today
True.
it showed that one movement that people moved for today, and that was the kidnapping of kids. And in Milwaukee, they moved to find the kids. And I had a live action view on my post of what was happening play by play. And this isn't about my post or anything. This is just about people saying that the movement isn't moving, or what we decide to choose for. And 100 black people died in Chicago, and why are we marching for that? Well, we care about that. We really do. We out here, we really do care about these people who are dying.
Man, listen, people die every day.
But the march,
and Chicago is full of millions of people. So,
I mean, that's true. But no, at this particular instance, you know, it's been a lot of people, and it's a lot, 13 children, and we don't like that. You know what I'm saying? It has to change. So, in this particular instance, it's like, bro, like, we saw them march for something other than just, you know, what they say, oh, we only marching with the white cop killed. No, we marched and they marched and they found the kids.
They did more than marching. Let's be real. They did way more than marching.
They found the kids though. The police didn't.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't never seen so many black men looking for their kids in my life, man. So for everybody who say black men don't take care of their kids, it was about 40, 50 black men out there looking for 4 kids. They wasn't even theirs. You know what I'm saying? Telling me black people don't take care of our kids.
You say you don't believe it? Hey, that's hilarious. You know,
it's the truth. I saw fathers, I saw brothers, I saw sisters, I saw mothers, I saw young people, I saw old people, all out there demanding that the police since the police wouldn't do their job, they went and did it for them. Let's be 100. What do they always tell us? They say, "Hey, yo, call the police, man. Don't stop with the no snitching." And then when you call the police, they show up and be like, "Well, I guess I ain't see anything wrong. We got to go."
Exactly.
And they was like, "No, they at the other house." And they was like, "Yeah, we'd go look, didn't find nothing." This community took it into their own hands and found them kids in the same house they told the police to go check in. They called them.
No, they didn't though. But you know,
I thought they did.
The police did. They did. The community. It was live action investigation. So every time they got word, it was like, okay, we think they heard that we coming, so they moved the kids.
Right.
It was heard the kids was in the attic when the police came the first time and left, and the crowd wasn't there yet. Police said there wasn't nothing there and left, and supposedly they moved the kids after that to another house, which is the same type of house where they supposedly, you know how it is in the neighborhood. You know what houses, you know, do what and did what and all that. So supposedly they found them at the second house.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They found him at the second house. They found 3 of the kids so far. One of the kids just ran off because he was ready for his life, I guess. He was the oldest of the bunch. But my point being is the neighborhood did the things that the police weren't willing to do to actually find these kids that were missing. Now, that's a huge problem right there. If the whole neighborhood is like, they in this house, we telling you they in this house, and they're like, well, with our good police work, we couldn't find them, and the neighborhood found them, that's a problem.
Yeah, that's true.
The neighborhood is paying the police officers to do that job, and the neighborhood had to do the job for them. You know, it's a lot of that happening right now.
That's true. And this is a really hot button topic. It's crazy, man. It's a lot.
But to continue on that hot button topic, there have been hundreds of police officers nationwide who are saying they are going to walk off the job.
Yeah. I mean, why would they do that?
Exactly. Like they tell us, if you didn't do anything wrong, what you running for?
Hey, we in the studio, we say good riddance. If you can't hang,
good riddance to you.
Yeah.
Get out the kitchen. Or the precinct or whatever.
For all y'all that want to know. Oh,
yeah, I'm drinking on Hendrix, man, gin and tonic. Everybody who know me from comedy know that's my go-to comedy drink, gin and tonics.
Yeah, don't just say gin and tonic. Don't tell them what name it is till we get some sponsors.
Hey man, listen, I want Hendrix to give us a cease and desist so I can make that argument. Hey man, I'm gonna tell you why I say Hendrix, man. I do that for free. That's the only gin I drink now. It's the only one tastes worth anything is Hendrix. So that's the only reason I get him a free plug because they did right.
You ain't never lying. And shit, let me get ready because we about to bring
I'm like,
the
you
first
look like a
artist.
mechanic. You was like, where are my tools? Let me see something,
What is
man.
my tooth? You know, my mama get mad at people in the screen with me and I don't social distance the right way, right? So,
No, she just trying to hide your face. She was like, hey, put something
oh,
on your mouth.
oh
We
shit,
can see your breath in the live feed. Put something, and that camouflage ain't helping.
oh shit. My breath do stink in this man.
Hey man, I ain't gonna lie, the Wildcat hit a real one with that one because ever since he said that, I be checking my breath in that mask, boy.
I got a bad wisdom tooth in this motherfucker.
Man, something. Man. I've been gargling. I've been doing all kind of extra stuff. I'm like, I ain't putting. I'm surprised so many other people put up with this. You know?
Hey man, you know, we started a little late for y'all, and I know for my real fans, y'all like, yeah, it don't really matter. But uh, you know, we do have a second hot button topic. Terry, what that is? Don't you remember?
That Wendy's has actually extended the 2 for $5 to not only the chicken sandwich but also the 10-piece chicken nuggets, and that is important. There's a lot of people out of work right now, and them chicken sandwiches way more banging than Popeyes. Y'all know it. You know, so all you gotta do is throw a little cheese on that. And yeah, so for $5, you can get 10 nuggets and a chicken sandwich. This is important. If you laughing, bro, I don't know what you're talking about. You skinny.
This is hilarious.
This isn't, bro. I'm dead. When I saw that commercial last night, I was like, I'm plugging everything. Hendrix, Wendy's.
He said, I'm plugging everything. Hey, you
My
might as
fault.
well.
Nah,
That's
I'm not sure.
hilarious.
I'm not sure what the second hot topic was, but I do still want to talk about these cops because I think you about to try to take my throwing shade as the second topic. That ain't what I want to talk about. I want to
Nah.
talk about these cops walking off the job. Which cops are these cops? Are these the good cops that's walking off, or are these the bad cops that's walking off? Because I feel like, if as long as it's the bad cops, I am cool with them leaving. As we can tell, they don't want to do their job no way.
Well, we ain't gonna throw shade yet, but you're right. Which cops are it? Since you did bring that up, which cops
What
are?
cops walking out?
Well, who cares? Look, what we really need to do is link up as a team, create our own police force, our own medical teams, our own group
Mm.
around with police, and medicize our own neighborhoods. Stay in our own areas. We don't need to.
Hey, it's funny you bring that up. Jeff Ford did that, and then they locked him up for it. Jeff
Hey
Ford was doing
man,
that exact same thing, policing the neighborhoods that the people didn't want to police. Like he said in that
hey,
video we saw in
we
Milwaukee,
got
he
social
said the
media
police
now.
don't show up.
We got
It's
social
true.
media now. They can't do what they used to do, even though they still are, because how they did Breonna Taylor is reminiscent of how they does not only many people, but um, it's just sad, just the way they do black people. So either way it go, man. It's time to get into our artist interview, right? And I got
Yeah.
artist. He in the building. Hey, come on through. Hey man, hey, y'all don't really know, but this man here, hey, I'm trying to tell y'all, he is a lyricist. I've been listening to him for over 12, 15, 20 years, probably because we all came from the freestyle world. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Hey, and that freestyle world is crazy. And they get up my boy Third Supreme.
What's up? What's good with you, brother, man?
What
What's
up, man? How you
happening?
doing,
What's
baby?
up, bro? What's going on?
Hey,
Them
man.
boys,
Social
boy
distance.
slinging them bars,
You know,
son.
I
that's
ain't
for
Slinging
my
always, I
them
mama.
always got
bars.
that.
No, you good. I got mine on.
All
So,
right,
we only need one.
all right,
We only need one. I take a shot.
all right.
You can use that toilet paper holder you got on your head as a mask. I can't believe I love Chicago, but I ain't gonna let nobody slide by with no Cubs hat on. G.
He's
Hey
trying to
man,
talk
hey
about the
man, we gotta
cousin.
represent, man.
Hey, you got to
No, it's all
represent.
good, man. Much respect to the Cubs and the Cubs fans. I just like giving them crap because I'm a South Sider,
Haha, yeah.
Hey, Third, look, man.
What's up?
You've been making music for your whole life. When did you start rapping, man? Tell me the truth.
Oh man, I started rapping when I was 15.
You was-
When I first started rhyming, it was all about freestyling. That's all we did was have ciphers. I didn't even know how to write at the time. I didn't start writing until I got to EIU.
okay.
Yeah, you remember that?
Shout out to Easter.
Yeah,
Yep,
Easter.
yep,
Yeah,
yep,
of
yep.
course. Yeah, we used to go down there.
Yeah, my first real girlfriend went to Eastern, and I ain't gonna say her name just in case y'all got history.
All right. Where was you at?
I was at the crib. I ain't go to college.
Yeah, he didn't go to.
I was at U of I.
University.
Yeah, I was at U of I with Bo. I was with every university my friends went to. I was in their
Yeah,
lunchroom, all that.
Yeah, he came to visit us all the time.
They call that a townie, I think, right?
Yeah, I was like a town. I was for sure half
No,
a town.
he did not. He did not live in the town.
Oh, okay.
I might as well have.
There's no university in Markham.
MU. What you talking about?
Hey, so Third.
What's up?
Third, man, you've been a freestyle genius. Why take the stand so hard to talk about the Black lives in this new single? Because you got a new single we gonna hear, and y'all just don't understand this new single this man just put out. So I just want y'all I just want him to lead us into this, because we're gonna go into this and then we're gonna talk to him some more. And so I just want to know, like,
I gotta pop my collar. I'm sorry.
That's all good. So tell us about what made you write this new single you got. This new single we're gonna drop is called KK Karen. Tell us what made you write this. What inspired that? Is it something that happened in your life, or was it just the Black Lives Matter movement, or was it something already in the mode?
Well, I mean, honestly, it goes back to War on Garbage. You remember that, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yes, sir.
On the War on Garbage, myself and Severe, we basically figured that we needed to talk about different subjects, different topics on every track.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there was one song on there that wasn't about something.
Mm-hmm.
And so we started to talk about, we had a song called African American that broke down the whole history, just different things that go down. And after that, I was like, you know what, that's what I want to rhyme about.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I do tracks, like I come from a freestyle era, so I used to just be real bar heavy, metaphor heavy. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna switch it up and I'm gonna just, go ahead and go in and talk about different topics.
Exactly.
So now that, say about a month ago, Severe hit me up and he's like, man, you got to get back in the lab, because to be honest, I'm just like everybody else, man. I work a 9 to 5, so it was one of those things where it was like, you know what, let me get back in the lab and let me say something.
Mm-hmm.
And then out of the blue, everything just started popping off, and I just started writing about like every track on The Day of the Geechee Is Over, which is the name of my EP.
Okay,
is about what's going on now. So it was only right to say something about the people that are calling the police on us and threatening us, and, putting us in a position where we can't even walk around and, in our own neighborhoods a lot of the times. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it just, I was seeing all the Karens and everybody talking about Karens. I'm like, oh, okay. So let me think about this. And then one day, a friend of mine, my friend Siobhan, she sent me a video where this guy was talking about the Karen situation, and it said on the video, Ku Klux Karen. And I said, wow, that's amazing. It basically it explains it all almost. You know what I'm saying? It's like, shit, okay. So I'm in the studio. You know how Severe is. You making beats all day. I think I went over here. And I woke up. It was like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, and I'm listening to the beat Severe made, and it's crazy. And I'm like, something just popped in my head. Ku Klux Karen just called the police, and I just went from there.
And it was on and popping after that.
Yeah.
Hey, now, do you think it was easier for you to write that song, considering you're a freestyle artist and you can kind of because I tried to rap a little bit. I stick to the jokes because, I ain't got the bars y'all got. But do you think it was easier for you to write that song because you've dealt with stuff like that?
Definitely. I mean, if you check the second verse out, I mean, really even in the first verse, when I was talking about I was speaking from the perspective of somebody that's actually calling the police on one of us and how they think. And it's like you have to know. Like I've lived in the suburbs, for a good majority of my life. You know what I mean? So I've actually dealt with that on several occasions. You walking down the street, just chilling. They don't know anything about you. They don't know, man, this dude's a veteran, or this dude is, this dude's an upstanding dude. He's taking care of his kids. He's going to work. All they see is a black face dressed a certain way. Man, let me walk across the street. Of course, it's not everyone. You know what I mean? But those certain individuals that do that, it makes you feel a certain type of way. Like, man, you serious? Clutching your bag, we walk in the stores and.
Hey, but third, I'm gonna be straight up with you, man. Ever since we've been under COVID, I've been getting back at every white person. As soon as I see a white person with their kids, I don't even care. I'll run across the street. I'll be like, I just go. And they'd be like, no, it's okay. I'd be like, no, it's not okay.
Hey, he straight put the script on. Hey, but look,
dude, take advantage, bro. I'm just saying, take advantage.
Hey, we finna get into this joint, man. We finna get into Third, his brand new single. And if y'all don't know, check Third out. Go to his I need to put your info on there, man. I need to put your
we're gonna update that info to make sure y'all got it.
Update your Instagram, Facebook, so everybody can look you up. We're gonna put you on there. It's Edward Bunch though, right?
Yeah, I'm Edward Bunch the Third. That's my Facebook. My Instagram is _Supreme.
Yeah, so we gonna put them down there. Y'all gonna be able to check them out in a minute. We finna check this video out first. And man, this is a banger. If y'all don't know, hey, check out first album was War on Garbage. His second EP is called.
This is called The Day of the Geechee is Over. The .G.
The Day of the Geechee is over.
Not the Geechee.
Y'all ain't ready. Check this out, y'all.
Karen just called the police. Dispatch promptly notified the beast. Excuse me, sir, do you live around here? Your skin is too dark and there's gold in your ears. And through the years, I've been just living in fear that some black would kidnap and just take me somewhere. Yeah, I'm scared, so I clutch my bag and walk across the street whenever you're walking past. You're so obsessed with ass, I don't carry cash. Karen, could you not be a snowflake? And please, put that phone up for God's sake. Why? Calling 12 is how I demonstrate hate. I figure you're already in an agitated state. When they arrive, you gon' be trying to prove your case. And in debate, jokes on you, it's too late. Calling police on niggas, I don't hesitate. Ku Klux Karen just called the police. Dispatch promptly notified the beast. Do I end up in jail or much worse deceased? Ku Klux Karen just called the police. Ku Klux Karen just called the police. Dispatch promptly notified the beast. Do I end up in jail or much worse deceased? Ku Klux Karen just called the police. Hello, you've reached 911. Press 1 if you think you seen a nigga with a gun. 2 if he's black and you don't know what to do. 3 if he's an uppity nigga that won't agree. 4 if you seen a nigga running out of store. 5 if you don't want his black ass to be alive. How can I help you? Why are you calling? Well, I just seen a nigga that's reckless eyeballing. He talked back and I'm really upset. And I'm sure he has a gun, though I haven't seen it yet. Oh my God. He's wearing Jordan, so I know he's a thief. He was probably in the streets looting stores last week. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked. And for that, we both know that he deserves to be shot. Hurry up before he makes it off the block. And could you please send one of those white nigga killer cops? Ku Klux Karen just called the police. Dispatch promptly notified the beast. Do I end up in jail or much worse deceased? Ku Klux Karen just called the police. Ku Klux Karen just called the police. Dispatch much worse deceased. Ku Klux Karen just called the police.
Please stop. Sorry, I'm asking you to stop. Please take your photo. Take your photo. I'm gonna tell them there's an African American man threatening my life. I'm sorry, I'm in a ramble, and there is a man, African American, who has a bicycle helmet. He's recording me and threatening me and my dog. There is an African American man. I am in Central Park. He's recording me and threatening myself and my dog. And my... I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Yo.
I mean, we just had to be quiet for a minute after that, because you know, black people,
silence.
Man, you know, black people be having to think, because that's a real call.
That really happened. That's not a skit.
Well, that's that. Hold on, those are two separate incidences, though. The lady at the end was the dog lady.
Yeah, I know the lady who half killed her dog while trying to get a black man lynched. Yeah. So the dog was just like, hey, what about Labradors? Why we talking? You call it ASPCA?
Now, did you hear at the end how passionate she was? How she was screaming, like she was really about to die. Please send it immediately. That's why at the end of my verse, on the second verse, that's why I said that like that. Like, you know, would you please send one of those white nigga killer cops? Like, but that Severe was the one who put that. He gave me that. He gave me that. He was like,
because that's the truth. That's what they want. They want to lynch. They want to use the cops to bully people, not to protect people. Not because she was really in danger. She was like, "Oh, you gonna try to tell me? Let me show you, little nigga. I'm gonna show you what you do when you talk to a white woman like that." And that whole thing got to stop.
That Emmett Till. That's that Emmett Till shit.
That's exactly what that is. Crying wolf. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's a shame that we still fighting these same battles today, though. Ain't that crazy? The same thing our parents and our grandparents fought. We still fighting that same problem.
But then you had something like a Karen. Didn't you have a situation like this, Shady?
Ooh, I sent it to you. It's in your messenger, dude. Check your messenger, man. Look, Deion Cole posted it this morning and I saw it. But then when I opened up my Facebook, I saw it on damn near every other post, right? And apparently this woman flipped off this black dude after she cut him off in traffic. You saw that?
That's crazy.
Now, tell the truth, bro. Have you ever had that happen to you? A white woman do some bullshit and then flip you off?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy that it's like, what the hell makes you think when you're wrong, you can do something to be like, you know what I'm saying, to be like that? I don't understand. If I'm wrong, I might be like, my bad. You know?
It's also Karens in the workplace, too.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, y'all don't know about them because they could go behind your back. You know what I'm saying?
Go to HR.
Look at YouTube. They go to HR. It's private. Yeah, so it's a million Karens. Y'all just don't know about it. He put it up there.
It's Karen's and it's Kenneth's. Because I had a white dude one time called. We gotta start by talking about Kenneth too.
That's the next one. KK just called
KK Kenneth. Bro, I had this big dude. Man,
that's the remix.
That's the remix. Hey, I need 4 bars on that.
You get
just 4.
You get 1 bar. You get
I get to say, hey, so what's up with Kenneth? That's it. That's all I get to say. So what's up with Kenneth? Karen. I mean, because you can't say Kareem because we know ain't no white Kareems.
Ain't no white Kareem.
There's a lot of white Kenneths.
Nowadays, you never know, man. Nowadays, it might be.
Right. Kenneth Akbar. He'd be a white dude.
Yeah, for real. Hey,
but I had a dude do some stuff like that to me at work one time, man. Got me fired and everything because he was union. He called my phone, cussed me out, and all I told him was, I guarantee you, if I was sitting there in front of you, you wouldn't speak to me like that because I'd eat your lunch. And that got me fired. After he cussed me out, tried to kill a deal, and I showed up because, of course, it was a friend's deal. It was at my friend's house. So I went to the house, and I didn't go there to whoop his ass. I went there to be like, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Why are you acting like this? I got out the car, walked over and said, hey, I'm Terry. I identified myself. He ran into his AT&T truck, locked the door, and called his union rep.
Damn.
got me fired the whole 9.
You is a big
Yeah.
Queen Latifah set it off body ass. You probably had
Set
you.
it off in this, but yeah, still. I came out with my hand extended. I came out with a smile on my face because I was like, this the little motherfucker that was talking shit. Like, I'd muff him. I wouldn't even have to whoop him. But yeah, this happens in the workplace, man. This happens just when you out in the park. And that's all part of the, the privilege that they swear they don't know they have. They know they have the privilege to call the cops. And when the cops show up, they're going to know who the criminal is because he's going to look like me.
Right.
So third,
even if you bogus.
So look, third man, let's get your info out there for the people, man, because we definitely need them to look you up, to talk about you, to go get.
Yeah, like where can they find the single right now? Right. Where's the single available at right now?
The single, the KK Karen single, is available on all major music platforms.
Mm-hmm.
That's Pandora, YouTube,
okay,
Apple Music, Spotify, whatever you can think of, it's there.
Let's get some spins up, man. If y'all watching this show, man, let's click on that, man. Let's make sure we get some notoriety behind it.
What? How about this? Let's just play it one more time for the people.
One more time.
Let's just play it one more time for the people. Hey, man, y'all check this out, man. This is how y'all listen to this, because this, hey, man, we trying to tell y'all, look, this is next level. Hey, y'all need to understand that there is a movement happening. If you either could get on board or get your ass on. So
get ran over.
I would jump on board. You know what I'm saying? I would jump on board.
Well, you're going to be looking like Donald Trump after that sad rally. Go ahead, jump on the losing squad. Go ahead.
Hey, jump on the losing squad.
Yo, it's supreme, it's supreme, it's supreme. Ku Klux Karen just called the police. Dispatch promptly notified the beast. Excuse me, sir, do you live around here? Your skin is too dark and there's gold in your ears. And through the years, I've been just living in fear that some black would kidnap and just take me somewhere. Yeah, I'm scared, so I clutch my bag and walk across the street whenever you're walking past. You're so obsessed with ass, I don't carry cash. Karen, could you not be a snowflake? And please, put that phone up for God's sake. Why? Calling 12 is how I demonstrate hate. I figure you're already in an agitated state. When they arrive, you gon' be trying to prove your case. And then debate, jokes on you, it's too late. Calling police on niggas, I don't hesitate. Ku Klux Karen just called the police. Dispatch promptly notified the beast. Do I end up in jail or much worse, deceased? Ku Klux Karen just called the police. Ku Klux Karen just called the police. Dispatch promptly notified the beast. Do I end up in jail or much worse, deceased? Ku Klux Karen just called the police. Hello, you've reached 911. Press 1 if you think you seen a nigga with a gun. 2 if he's black and you don't know what to do. 3 if he's an uppity nigga that won't agree. 4 if you seen a nigga running out of store. 5 if you don't want his black ass to be alive. How can I help you? Why are you calling? Well, I just seen a nigga that's reckless eyeballing. He talked back and I'm really upset. And I'm sure he has a gun, though I haven't seen it yet. Oh my God. He's wearing Jordan, so I know he's a thief. He was probably in the streets looting stores last week. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked. And for that, we both know that he deserves to be shot. Hurry up before he makes it off the block. And could you please send one of those white nigga killer cops? Ku Klux Karen just called the police. Dispatch promptly notified the beast. Do I end up in jail or much worse, deceased? Ku Klux Karen just called the police. Ku Klux Karen just called the police. Dispatch promptly notified the beast. Do I end up in jail or much worse, deceased? Ku Klux Karen just called the police.
Please stop. Sorry, I'm asking you to stop. Please take your photo. I'm gonna tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life. I'm sorry, I'm in a ramble, and there is a man, African-American American with a bicycle helmet. He's recording me and threatening me and my dog. There is an African American man. I am in Central Park. He is recording me and threatening myself and my dog. And my. I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Feel the passion in her voice.
I'm being threatened by a man in the ramble. Please send the cops immediately.
Immediately. You feel the passion in that voice, G?
He's killing me. He's strangling. Remember the other lady? He's trying to hit me with his car. Remember that?
Boy, get here immediately.
Bro, dude, think about it. Like, if you was actually a black person listening to that call, you would believe that that black dude was messing that lady up.
Yeah, this is where the he deserved it comes from.
Bro, had you not seen that live? That's the same Emmett Till thing that's been happening from day one, man. This is crazy. Man, keep those cameras on. We all need to be wearing GoPros on our chest. You know,
straight up.
Link to somewhere else. And then post to Facebook on the schedule.
Now, Apple. Now, this is the thing. Apple is put a Siri plug in that all you have to do is say, "Hey Siri, I'm being pulled over," and they'll automatically start recording. So for everybody who didn't know that, if you have an iPhone, all you have to do is say, "Hey Siri," and say, "I'm being pulled over." See, it's doing it right now. My fault. Hold on, dang. I'm sorry, Siri. I was just playing. Not right now. But yeah,
didn't mean to do that.
But it works. See, that's the point. It works. That's all you got to do. And to be straight up with you, my Siri never listens to me. That was hilarious that it actually listened when I said that, though. So that's something that we all need to be informed on, man. No matter whether it's the police or somebody wilding out, quick access to your camera is important.
It is. It's
or also get you a dash cam.
Yeah.
True story.
My mom's got me a dash cam for my birthday. It felt surreal. Like, man, why you give me a dash cam?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's just like in the crib anyway, because I'm from the crib. I'm out here though, and we don't say "see you later." We say "be safe."
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's all part of what we have to do and deal with as black people. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a gift. She's trying to save your life. That's a shame that on your birthday she's like, "I want to make sure you see another one." So here goes the dash cam.
Mm-hmm. Hey, man.
But they say we not oppressed. They say we share the same freedoms as every other American, though.
Hey,
nah,
man.
that ain't the case.
No, it ain't.
That ain't the case, man.
It definitely ain't.
Yeah.
And we can
start telling these people that we need our reparations, man. Don't be ashamed of that. You know
what I mean? Straight up.
They try to shame us like we don't deserve that. Give us our just due.
They gave it to the Asians.
They gave it to
the Asians. Y'all don't even know that. They gave it to them.
But I'm saying they gave it to a lot of people.
They gave
a lot of people. It wasn't just the Asians.
They gave it to a lot of people.
They gave it to a lot of people. If you do the research, they gave it to a lot of people. But
they just keep telling us to get over it.
Right. We don't deserve. Look, I don't want to have back and forth debates. I don't need you to be, trying to, give us little trinkets and things like that. Nah, man, give us ours.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Taking all the symbols down and taking all the names off the, the faces off the products. Yeah, that's cute. That's great. I don't even really care about that. I like Aunt Jemima. It makes me feel comfortable. I really don't care if you leave her up there.
Look like
but I do care. You know what I'm saying? That's auntie right there. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
It's auntie right there.
Hey. But all that's great. But let's not lose focus. Like you said, third, you know what I'm saying? Let's not lose focus, man. First of all, we need to be made whole in this country. Okay, the Articles of Confederation, I was corrected. I said the Constitution. The Articles of Confederation that led to the Constitution named the people of color were to be counted 3 for 5. So out of every 5 black people, they counted 3 black people for the purpose of taxes, which means they understand our value even if they undervalue us. You understand? So if you understand our value, even though you undervalue this, that means you understand our contribution. And if you understand our contribution and realize we weren't paid for it, it's very simple. Pay us. Or just say black people ain't never got to pay taxes or child support. That's it.
Yeah.
Hey,
maybe not child support. I tried to slide that one in. I tried to slide that one in. But taxes for sure.
Hey, no taxes at all. No property tax.
No taxes for 400 years.
No income tax. No taxes. No.
For 400 years. No taxes. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, you know what'll happen if that happens though? Then there really will be riots.
Yes. No question.
Talk about us. It'll be riots. It'll be riots. All type of shit. Pandemonium.
Yeah. Oh, they will us. Yeah. That's what will happen.
Y'all did what? Y'all gave them what? No.
Hey, look, yeah, we got I believe a hip hop legend right here in the building, and he make a lot of good music, a lot of woke music. He ain't really like rapping like a big at the bar to feel the bar, the big
Yeah, you can actually understand what he's saying when he's
no,
rapping. It's old
he,
school, but it's real.
he ain't doing lean and said, yeah, baby. No, none of you won't hear him. He might sing a little bit though. He might do what? He might do
He
a little.
said,
He might do a little do right.
Nah, I'm
But
not
look.
gonna be singing.
no auto-tune, no nothing.
That's a real
I'm not singing
artist.
at all.
That's
My
a
man.
Maybe
That's
a
what I'm talking about.
melodic hook here and there. You know?
I hear you.
Yeah, no singing.
Hey man, y'all check him
appreciate
out. Y'all look him up. We got his info down there at Third Supreme on Instagram, on Facebook. It's his real name. We might have to get him another Facebook so all y'all don't be on him. And hey man, y'all check him.
Hey, Supreme,
Go to
anybody ever
Edward
told
Fun-
you that you kind of look like Scarface a little bit, bro? You look like young Scarface, just a little bit, bro.
Yeah, well, I hope I rhyme like a young Scarface.
Oh man,
Hey man, proof's in the pudding.
hey man, you got it. Hey, y'all go to Spotify, y'all go to Instagram. You can stay with us if you want. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be nervous no more. You can sit back, you can go walk around, take a drink, give me get us a shot. We can drink.
You heard him? Look at that, boy. Give me a shot. Trying to put you to
I
work.
sound like an uncle, don't I? I got a lot of nephews, man. He look like all put together.
He do look like all your family at one time.
But he is my family, so we're gonna bring
100.
We're gonna bring him back for sure. He gonna be here for the road story because the road story is his, and you might not even remember it, but it's gonna be a great road story.
I love it, man. Come on, let's go.
Hey, but right now we got
to get you a drink, man.
Oh no, you ain't gotta get me one. I'm just joking with you.
We gonna get a drink.
Hey, we going in the third. Y'all check out Third Supreme new joint. KK Karen is gonna be amazing. Shady, is your turn. Let it root.
All right. Here we go again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Throwing Shade, man. I'm your boy Terry Dorsey, aka Shady. This is Throwing Shade. Now listen, to continue the points from earlier, because this is so fresh. Everything is so fresh today that we're dealing with. I want to throw shade on anybody who feels like it's okay to, one, call the police on anyone to try to use them to bully people, but two, to speak back on that woman from earlier today where Deion Cole posted, and a lot of other people posted about the woman who flipped the man off in traffic, then got mad after she followed him around, and then he flipped it and followed her around, and then went to get into this acting. Listen, if you want to be an actor, sign up for some classes. If you want to be famous, you ain't got to be famous this way, okay? I'm tired of seeing these videos of white women putting in Oscar-level performances to try to get black men hurt by the police. All right, any of you out here that's doing any of that, and I'm gonna be honest with you, this ain't even got to just deal with race. If you're any type of person that thinks it's okay to try to call the police to sick on someone that did not do anything wrong to you, or to try to justify your own wrongs, you got real problems coming for you. All right, these days are done. I don't want to hear about another Emmett Till. I don't want to see another video. All these people out here who are pretending that they're not racist, but then tend to have these racist actions is who I'm throwing shade on. Because there's a lot of the people that I found out recently that two of my favorite people in California were heavy Trump supporters, and they would love to mock the Black Lives Matter movement. And the cancel culture is real, and we got to cancel that way of thinking. We got to cancel those people from our lives. If you know that, if you see those people and you've been reacted to, or you've had to react to someone and maybe keep your cool to keep from getting shot, you understand exactly what I'm saying. All right. So at the end of the day, I want to throw shade on anybody out here acting, trying to get somebody killed. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that you're really afraid of is the fact that we might actually come do it. Not that we gonna do it, but you might be afraid that we just might. And that's a damn shame, because we haven't. We haven't asked this country for the country. We haven't asked this country to be ahead of white people. We haven't tried to take anything from this country. The only thing we've tried to do as people of color, black people in particular, is to be a part of this country and be respected as such. So if you anybody that's in the way of that progress, especially these Karens and Kenneths running around here, no disrespect, Ken Stone, you know what I'm saying? But these you know the Kenneths and the Karens I'm talking about, man.
Yeah,
If you one of those people, understand your time is very limited and we see you.
We watching. Our eyes are low because we high, but we can see you,
I was
motherfucker.
about to say, I'm like, your eyes red to the bar.
Hey, don't look at that part.
He said, yeah, we see you.
We
see you.
you.
He had to really pull it. He's like, hold on. We see you.
Hey, I can see well too. I see everything. That's the problem. Like, I look like this all the time. I keep it that way so nobody ever know. You don't know what's going on.
100.
Hey, so look though. Hey man, let's do it, man. I think he's still in the building. Oh, do you know what? Okay, yeah, that always happened to me, man. We got an unsung hero in the building, man. And not only is he an unsung hero, but he's also a comedian. Like
Yes, sir.
literally an unsung hero and a comedian. Terry, like, I think you should introduce him because y'all got irony going. And so I'm gonna let you do this. So
yeah, man, this is my time traveling brother. This is a very great stand-up comedian, man, who I got a chance to meet here just because we met underneath the pretense of getting mixed up for each other. Not because we look alike, because I'm prettier than him, but we have similar names, man. So without further ado, since y'all see him on the screen, give it up for my man, Mr. Larry Dorsey Jr., y'all.
Hey,
Come on,
yo,
man.
the best ever that got away with it. What's up, Chi-Town?
Okay, what's going on,
man?
brother?
What's that?
From Chi-Town to Frisco.
Hey, man.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, look, man. So,
hey, your shit lined up smooth, man. I see.
Hey, you know what? He gonna call my shit pedophile. It's nice though. It's
nice. Yeah, they're trying to snatch them teenagers, bro.
Yeah. I did that myself because I don't got a barber. I've been looking for mine. He missing
bruh.
Hey, he missing like syphilis. You ain't heard of syphilis in a while.
He missing like them child support payments. That's what catch me if you can.
Hey Larry, so when Terry got to Chicago, look, and y'all met each other, what was on your mind? Because your name is Larry Dorsey, his name is Terry Dorsey. Y'all like 6'8", and y'all both got big hair, and y'all both crazy as hell. So I know what was going through his head. What was through yours? You know what I'm saying?
I was confused at first because people kept saying like, "Oh, I heard like they were mixing us up in the comedy scene." So I was kind of like, I didn't know I didn't know how to take it. But then when we met, though, it was crazy because he looks like one of my uncles.
Yeah, he looked like one of my cousins.
So I was all like looking at him like, his name Terry Dorsey, like that's crazy. Like we got. For me, the first thing I said was like, we must have the same slave master down the lineage.
Straight up, down the line a little bit. But what's crazy is how you remember how we met. They went to message Larry or they went to message me to book us for the show, and they ended up messaging both of us, and we both agreed to it. So we both show up for the same slot.
Funny.
And they just gave us both a set.
They had to. They had to.
And it's been history.
And y'all proved that all black people look alike that day.
Hey, the beauty.
All right, because they were scared. They didn't know what to say. Because they didn't want to be racist.
All the time. Them motherfuckers be like, "What's up, Terry?" And I'll be like, "I just say what's up. I don't even correct you."
Yeah. Yep.
Damn, white boy.
They be like, "What's up, Larry?" I'll be like, "What's happening?" You know what I'm saying?
All right. So look,
our content is different too, though. That's the beauty too. Like, our sense of humor and the way we on our personalities and shit like that on stage too is very different. So we don't like overlap each other on that. You know what I'm saying? So we complement each other well.
Okay, I'm doing this in reverse because we was gonna talk about your hero-ness and then go into your comedy, but we gonna go into the comedy first. Yeah. Okay, so I got a question. Who have you been mistaken for? And like the worst, like you like hell no, and the best, like who you like? Oh, that's spot on.
So mistaken as in roasted? Like
no, like just a mistaken identity.
Mistaken, like we know Terry is Queen Latifah and Tyler Perry.
That was 10 years ago. I don't look like Queen Latifah.
That's Queen Perry right there. So
He ain't D-Ray, that nigga T-Ray.
Shout out to T-Ray. Shout out to T-Ray, though.
There's a T-Ray out there?
Hey, Face, T-Ray. It is a T-Ray. Hey, Face, T-Ray was here for the Bay Area Black Comedy Competition.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. T-Ray funny, man.
That's the homie.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah.
I'm more like T.D. Ray.
So
this is what would happen to D-Ray if he didn't get that deal.
That's funny. Who is your celebrity counterparts, good and bad?
Oh man, I get everything. Look at me.
That's
I
funny.
get
Yeah.
Sideshow Bob from The Simpsons. I get the guy from High School Musical, Corbin Blue.
Okay.
I get the nigga off of Holes, Zero.
That's funny.
Okay.
I get Lenny Kravitz.
Okay.
I get
Lenny had it. Goddamn Lenny Kravitz, nigga.
Right.
It depends on my hairstyle too. Because if I have short hair, then niggas will call me John Legend. You know, if I have braids, I get the Brat. I get Lil Bow Wow. I get Nipsey Struggle.
Nipsey Struggle. Nipsey Struggle.
Hey, it's good to put these out here now, because then they can't hurt you later with it.
Exactly.
He ain't gonna be hurt no way.
Yeah, I love when people roast me.
He said Nipsey Struggle. That's hilarious.
I
But
got a whole post on my social media. I do like doppelganger posts. I'm about to post one probably in like a couple weeks. But I'll post like 10 people, and then I'll put me in, like somewhere in the 10. I'll be like, which one's me? And you know, it'd be like nigga off Rocket Power and hella different cartoons, you know.
Hey, that's hilarious. See, I was right on time with that question then.
Yeah.
While we talking about it, why don't you tell the people where to go to find? Because I know you got a podcast and you got shows. You got a ton of stuff, man. You popular, but you know, I want my people to know where to find you, because a lot of my people, they stay in Markham. They don't go nowhere. Markham, like, is it. You know what I'm saying?
I hear that.
So, it's too far for them. They out of town right now, according to
that. So pretty much that my name's the same as all my social media handles. I got lucky. All my shit, YouTube, SoundCloud, Twitter, TikTok, everything is Larry Dorsey Jr. So LARRYDORSEY and then JR at the end. So all my shit is the same. Venmo.
But he is not my son. He is not Larry Dorsey. It's a joke. This is not my child. He's only a couple years younger than me. All right. For everybody who's texting me, like, is that Dejan? That's not my son. Okay.
No, but you got different kind of comedy than Shady. Would you say your comedy comes from your family, comes from your creativity, or do it comes from like your the way you live? Because those are three different areas. Maybe you combine them all, but on average, where do your best jokes come from?
That's a good question. One thing about me, I try to figure out who I sound like who's famous, like do I have similarities? And I don't know. I don't know if I do. I don't know where my comedy.
I'll be straight up, Larry. I don't think you don't have that normal thing that most comics have. I don't really hear you. You don't sound like anybody. You know what I mean? Like, Larry is honestly one of the most positive comedians in the Bay Area scene. I've heard people talk smack about everybody. Ain't nobody ever had a bad word to say about Larry, man. He's very funny. He's very positive. You know what I mean? All the time. One of the things Larry says every time he gets off stage is, I want everybody to succeed. I want everybody to make it. He says it every time he gets off the mic. That's how he gets off. You know what I mean? But I want to make sure that we don't short sell you, Larry, because you know I could run down your resume, but it'd be a lot easier. So we know that you work for KMEL.
Yeah.
And you're featured on iHeartRadio, but you're still featured on the Sana G Morning Show, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. You also have your own podcast on iHeartMedia. What's the name of the podcast?
It's called the Yes Universe.
The Yes Universe. No doubt. And are you still teaching the class as well?
Yeah, I teach at the top improv theater here in the Bay Area.
What's Bats Improv, right?
Yeah, it's like Second City or like UCB or whatever. Like
100%.
Wow.
Participate in a couple of his classes. He blessed me with the opportunity to go in there and bomb in front of new comics so they can lower the bar and understand that no matter how funny you are, you're going to still bomb. You know what I mean? Now, we had fun in there. We had a ball in there that night, actually.
And, you know, Terry, you know, he's always put me on with game and everything like that, you know, because, you know, no matter what my resume is and everything like that, I still got a lot to learn. I make a lot of mistakes. And Terry's always put me up on game when it comes to stand up, because I feel like conceptually, like at a theoretical level, when it comes to funny or stand up, I got that shit down. Like I've read dozens of books, I've watched every single comedian. Like I'm a comedy nerd. That's where I think a lot of my humor came from. Like my whole life, I always been the class clown, the troublemaker. Always got
Yeah.
out of class, and so I feel like I've always been the funny dude, and I always only want to watch stand up comedy. Like I was just going through my shit, and I just found this. You know what I'm saying? Like my dad,
Wow.
we would ride around. I'll show it again. We would ride around, and my dad
Red
would have
Fox.
OG, you know,
Mm-hmm.
Red Fox tapes playing
Mm-hmm.
all the time. You know what I mean? So I was
Yeah.
Now his dad is
very
a
young
trip. He
age.
a Dorsey for real.
Yeah.
His old man, Larry, was like, "Hey, this is my boy, Terry Dorsey." His old man looked at me and said, "You ain't no Dorsey." I was like, "What? How you gonna tell me?" I was like, "You must be a Dorsey the way you just said that. I could tell you a
Yeah.
Dorsey, but no, man, I'm from the soil, you know."
Hey, that's funny.
But yeah, man, I'm telling you, bro, Larry is very versed, man, and he's very dedicated because he also does another show on KML that we'll probably get a little bit more into later, where he's on Revolutionary Radio every Sunday. And I ran open mic, which I'll probably be restarting again soon. It was like basically at 10 o'clock. They started that show at 9 o'clock. I'd be driving into the city listening to Larry. He would get off the radio at KML and then come over to my open mic to work out his comedy. When I say this dude is diligent about his craft, all right, he's very diligent about his craft. That's why I was glad we can have him on the show, man. So maybe a couple other people who might not have found him on TikTok or Instagram yet can go ahead and check the boy out because he got some funny stuff, man.
Thank you,
And
man.
it's probably Larry Dorsey Jr. But let's get into it real quick, because we really probably should have you on the second show to talk about your comedy, because I believe you deserve that, where we show you off a little more. What we want to show off is that you were an activist and you were in the community and things happening. So can you
Nah,
please?
man, not just in the community, bro. This boy didn't travel.
If I say it, they don't believe me. I need him to say it, because he gonna confirm it either way it goes. So you say it, because they ain't gonna believe me. They say I always sound like I'm lying. I be like,
I want to run down some stuff.
he a superhero, man. This motherfucker
This is what I want to do.
Hey, this
I want to run down a
motherfucker
couple of events.
in the dark.
I want to run down a couple of events, and I want you to give me a one-sentence answer on what you felt about those situations, because Larry Dorsey was a little bit too young to be at the original Million Man March. But just a one quick sentence answer: what was it like to be at the anniversary of the Million Man March?
Beautiful. I seen hella hood niggas, and I'm not one of these, like, in the Bay Area. There's black. You probably have out there too. There's black comics that might as well, like Malcolm X said, always be very cautious of a black person who always gets celebrated by white people. I'm not. White people fuck with me, but I believe more in the and I was involved in a lot of the other side of shit. And let me say, I seen niggas, street niggas out there, and it wasn't no shooting, it wasn't no beef, no fights, nothing. It was definitely over 1 million people. This was Nipsey was still alive. Nipsey was there. J. Cole was there. Snoop, all the celebrities was there. I cried. It was you've seen a lot of grown men cry when Farrakhan started. When it got to Farrakhan, because there's a bunch of people leading up to him. You know what I mean? He had a bunch of guests and shit. But when it got to Farrakhan, I shed tears, because there's a lot of controversy. Terry always tells me from a Chicago perspective, but for me, like, my dad's a black Muslim. You know what I mean? My dad, he grew up Baptist. He's from the South. He grew up like that. But then I had several of my uncles get murdered, and my dad had to find ways to, like, heal his, like, sanity behind my uncles getting murdered. So he went to Islam. And, his favorite people in history, I just tweeted it. My dad's favorite people in history is Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali, you know what I'm saying? Red Fox, and Brown. But my dad was like, I got to go Muslim. So that's why Farrakhan's always been deep in my life. And that's why the Million Man March was. No
doubt. Nah, man, understandable. Now, to switch gears a little bit, you also were one of the few people I knew with a couple other brothers, Quantemo to be mentioned as well, that went to Standing Rock to protest against the Native American, problems that we're having here in the country. Now, just a quick answer about what was it like at Standing Rock, and after what happened, and what the events that led after Standing Rock. How did you really feel about that? Because y'all were out there for a nice minute, on your own. Just you and Quantemo were out there for a nice minute. So just tell us a little bit about that.
It was crazy. It was like the movies. I don't think people could really understand how deep it was, because it was like I slept in a teepee, and every night you hear planes flying over us because the government was scrambling signals so nobody would have reception. And they always had people like running up on us, like trying to disrupt things. They had agitators. It was like it was a movie scene for reals. One thing about though is being half black. When you half black, for me, I always consider myself, growing up too, I'm always consider myself full black, because no matter what circle I'm in, people see my blackness first.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like I'm half indigenous, right? I'm half Native American. My mom's Latina, but by blood she's Native, right? She's from Colombia. Narcos was popping. But so for me, it's like, okay, I'm black, but when I go around my family, all of them seem, I'm mixed, but when I go around my family, I'm black. When I go around any other group, the first thing they think of me is black. So while I was out there, I was with Guatemala. That nigga's Native American, so he's like blending in like a motherfucker.
Yeah. Funny.
Looking at me like who is this?
Who's your buddy? Who's your friend?
Black people always be like, oh, I'm Native American. Like they try to claim it. So a lot of natives feel resent towards that. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, another white person, another black person, someone else is trying to be native when they're not. But for me, it's besides all that, besides like race politics, it was a great time. Met a lot of people. The famous rapper from Chicago, Vic Mensa, got to kick out there. Yeah. That was crazy. I didn't even know who that nigga was when I was out there. I was just like, okay, another light-skinned brother.
Shout out Vic Mensa.
And then turned out to be him. So it was probably racist though. We would go riding around to the neighborhood towns, and white folks would be like, go back to where you came from. And all the natives would be like, this is where we're from.
You go back. Yeah. Why don't you go back?
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Back to where he came from.
All right.
Where I so what?
Hey, now, Larry, I want to ask you. Oh, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I just wanted to remind, because me and Larry was talking, because I said that me and Larry was on a TV show. We were on Murder in the First, and one of the TV shows that we taped, I was a Black Lives Matter protester. So was Larry. We played protesters on this TV show. Do you remember when we was lined up in front of the cops and I asked them which one of y'all is a real cop? Do you remember that? Was you out there with us then?
I can't remember. What happened?
Bro, look, so they had a bunch of cops there. I got on a Black Lives Matter shirt. So we're standing in front of a bunch of cops. At this point, I am now method acting because I'm standing in front of a bunch of cops. I figured out which one was the real cop. I was like, cool, let me get over there. I looked that cop dead in his eye and I said, hey, man, I know I don't know you personally, but I'm about to let out a lot of anger. Okay. And the direct look. So me, and after I did that, a couple other people was like, yeah, who the real cops? And they stood in front. And I mean, we let them cops have it. Like, I can't, you know what I mean? We just lost it. And the director, who was the Soul Glow dude from, remember Soul Glow was the director?
No.
He was like, yeah, just like the Soul Glow. He was like, all right, man, I need y'all to pull back a little bit, just a little bit. But the reason I brought that up is because I hung that shirt up and I felt like it was going to be a memento from a TV show. I thought I would never have to put it on. And when I went to go see Larry speak at the Juneteenth celebration we had in Oakland, shout out to Oakland for showing out again. Thousands of people out there, no problems, nothing but partying in peace. I put on that Black Lives Matter shirt from 4 years ago.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You understand what I'm saying? So me and this dude's had an active history on screen. As a protester, as an active protester. He was there when Dave Chappelle came to California to help save the Punchline Comedy Club. He was right there with him there. And this brother has always been on the front lines of activism, and he's a young black man. And for everybody who says that the young black man is all wild and all stupid, yeah, we that too. but it's also,
No, we
but
wild. We are not stupid.
nah, man. Sometimes
We
we get
wild. We
stupid.
are not stupid. Look, no, for
Sometimes we
real.
act stupid.
No, even if we act stupid, we not dumb.
That's
We
true.
wild.
We're not dumb.
They be knowing.
It's
All
and
They
right.
be
it's
knowing.
and it's a product of white supremacy. So, a lot of times people say, well, we always blame the white man. Well, we're under this system. So until we could like liberation for our people, even in Africa, until we have that, we could always literally blame them. Like, yo, if we weren't being oppressed, who knows what we could come up with? You know what I'm saying? Who knows what we could do if we weren't being discriminated on a constant basis?
100%. To shout out Angela Davis, who I was just listening to her 13 questions interview. Did you get a chance to listen to that yet, Larry? I sent to you, bro. In that interview, but that's a famous quote from her in that interview when they were like, she said, you guys are putting all this attention on me because I'm a black woman and you got the press here. But until all political prisoners are free, none of us are free. Until all of us are free, that's why this became an international movement, because black people and people that identify with black people in our struggle all over the world are getting involved, because they understand until all of us are free, until all of us can walk around without fear of the police and oppression and systematic racism, then none of us are done. And we haven't moved the needle until we all over.
That's real. And here in America, with a lot of black people, we are oppressed, but a lot of people don't understand. I forgot who said it. I think it was Malcolm X. I could be wrong. But he said this is the place where the black revolution will spark internationally because of what we have access to here. We have more access to information. We have more access to money. We have more access to a lot of things in America as black African Americans here than any other African around the world. So we can liberate the rest of the Africans in the diaspora if we started here. And that's a perfect example.
Pause right there. See, that's the type of stuff Larry be doing. What's the diaspora, Larry? Because I know you know that, and from listening to your show.
If you saw me, I opened a whole new tab to Google.
But bro,
I don't even know how to spell it.
I don't either. But I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you where I learned that from. I learned that from listening to Larry on Revolutionary Radio that comes on KML every Sunday. But explain to people what the diaspora is, Larry.
So I think the main thing that we should be working towards as African Americans, of course, is reparations, right? Police accountability, all that. Yeah, everybody's right now, that's what's on their mind. What's on my mind is reparations, because I am a direct descendant of slavery. My dad, my name is Dorsey. Nigga, ain't no African ever been named Dorsey.
Right.
Ever.
Yeah, you're right.
My name should be Mbulu or some shit like that. So I'm a direct descendant of slavery. The reason why a lot of things in my life, my dad didn't know his parents. My dad my dad picked cotton. My dad was spitting his face. My dad had to step off sidewalks and put his head down. My dad is from Texas and Louisiana area. You know what I'm saying? So my dad had to experience all that. So reparations, right? They say that the average black family makes $11,000 a year, and the average white family makes $111,000 a year. So wow. Yeah, and scientists predicted, or economics predicted, that the black disparity won't be fixed until 296 years if we don't do something about it now. That's how long it will take. 296 years for us to catch up. Because if you think about it, we've been oppressed for 500 years, 400 years. So it's going to take just that amount of time to even it out unless we take some action. So I think reparations is big, not just monetary, but mental health wise. Because if you think about it, if you're a human being, right? And let's say you watch one of your family members get castrated right in front of you. You got to watch your brother, your son, your dad get their dick chopped off right in front of you. You know what kind of mental scarring that does to you? And then you, because you scarred past that. That's why I forgive my dad. My he got a lot of emotional issues. I love him. We talk all the time, but I have to forgive him when he goes crazy on me, because that nigga be going crazy on me. And I have to forgive him because I know what he went through. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be like, I have to be patient with. And Nina Simone said that, be patient with your people. They battling some shit. So we got mental health reparations, education reparations. There's so many, housing, land, everything. You know what I'm saying? And then, so the diaspora, that essentially means all the Africans that have been spread out from Africa. That's what I mean. So all that because 90% of enslaved Africans went to Latin America. 90%. Only
90%.
only a couple came here to the U.S. You know what I'm saying? 90% went to the Caribbean and South America and Central America. So that's the diaspora. That's all those people. The second amount of black people in the world besides Africa is in Brazil. So all those people is the diaspora. And Marcus Garvey is the one who started the whole Pan-Africanism movement.
Yes, sir.
And Pan-Africanism is realizing that we all are African, right? I know I hear a lot of black people be like, I'm not African American, I'm black. And I'm like, nigga, take a DNA
guilty.
test. Because
I'm
I
guilty.
took one and I know
Yeah,
what
I'm
the fuck
guilty.
I am. I'm African. That's what I am. And because I'm Native American, I know that I have a special thing in my heart when people say, oh, I'm from America. I'm like, nigga.
Okay, but look, what about because I have been privy to hearing that side of the argument, and a lot of them, like you did say you're part Native American, but you're saying you're African as well. So, for one, how is that possible? For two, because to be Native, wouldn't you have to be from America? I would think.
Yeah,
You,
my mom's Native American. My mom's Terry knows my mom. My mom don't look anything like me.
But do you believe you don't? Since you said 90% of the Africans went other places, they didn't even come here.
Yeah.
Why couldn't it be possible that a lot of us were already here?
Although that's true too.
That's
True too. There was already people with Africoid features, right? So like if you go to Australia, right, and see the Aborigines, they black. You know what I'm saying? You go to some Pacific Islands or other ones, they're black. You go to Asia, Cambodian, place like that, you see motherfuckers with afros. You know what I'm saying? So because we're the original human, you're gonna find indigenous people who have African features all over the world, right? But then you're also gonna find the majority of the population who look like fucking you know what I mean, Tonto and shit, like look Latino. Essentially, Latinos are Native Americans. So you'll see people who look Latino, and that's like you'll go to Asia, you'll see people who look more, you know, Jackie Chan and more the Eastern Asian features, right? But then you'll also see a small group of indigenous people who are also a part of that world who are black, and you're like, whoa. So the same thing happened in the Americas. There is groups and sections of the Americas where there was people who look like us, but then also the majority though of the people look like fucking George Lopez or whatever.
That's funny. But look, we ain't gonna get all the way into that. I want to kind of get a little bit more deeper into the plans that you have for like moving forward. Like, are you going out? Are you marching still? Have any of the things you feel been done to help the cause? Because you know Trump been signing bills to give police money to say it's helping us, and you know they're passing laws like the no kick in the door laws without a warrant, which they should have always done to white people, and the no knee in your neck, which they always should have done, is unnecessary. So how you feel about those things?
So
I know I'll be asking like a million questions in one.
No, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. I think that we're in a moment in history where people don't even like. I came to tears at one of the protests because all the white people I seen, right? And although I still think what they're doing is performative, so it's not. It's more they're just doing it, whether it's a trend or they're doing it, they feel obligated. But that's as far as they gonna go. You know what I mean? Like, oh, Black Lives Matter, but they don't really understand all the stuff that goes into that. Because even if everybody stopped being racist, even if all those policies you're talking about change, we still gonna be disenfranchised at the bottom of every society around the world. So all those things are good. Fuck it, change all the laws, all the lawyer talk. I'm like, cut to the chase, baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
straight up.
Chase, we under white supremacy. I want reparations, and also reparations for the whole continent of Africa, because Malcolm X said until Africa becomes a world power, none of us will have respect.
100%.
So I'm not in theory we need to move back to Africa. I think we need to invest into Africa. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I think we need to look to Africa as inspiration, look to Africa as a form of business. We could go over there and start businesses. If you're black, you get free citizenship in Ghana. Once you land in Ghana, if you're African American, they'll give you citizenship and they'll help you start a business. So you could go to Africa right now and start a whole new life and be successful at it. Most times you can't get into another country without a visa or without a passport, but you could go over there and start your life.
So you could do like they do to us, like they come over here and start a business. We could go over there and start a business.
Yeah. And we can't think of it they and them. We have to think united, because as soon as we unite as Africa, that they don't want that. They don't want us to recognize Africa as Africa's the richest continent on the earth.
It is, yeah.
That's all. Everybody wants to take Africa. If the Africa didn't give anything to anybody, we would be the richest people on the planet as black people.
True.
If Africans controlled Africa, we would be the richest people on the planet, because we have all the resources in Africa.
Wow.
We have everything. We don't need anything. Europe doesn't have those climate and environments to grow the type of stuff we grow, to have the type of animals we have, to get the type of diamonds and gold that we have. Then no other place in the world can do that except Africa. You know what I'm saying? So
they try to keep that away from us.
Once you embrace Africa, that's why Malcolm X went there, man. When Malcolm X realized, he was like, "Oh shit!" You know, once you Africa's so deep, bruh, and you know and we as black people, we've always tried to separate ourselves from Africa. We've always tried to say, like a lot of black people, like you were saying, oh, I'm Native American, I'm indigenous to the Americas. Some people be like, oh, I got part Indian, or I'm Puerto Rican, I'm Dominican. It's like they're trying to say all types of shit. It's like when you realize the beauty of, because they don't want to be black. I love being black. I've always thought of myself as full.
I ain't got no choice, man. You know how much light I got on me. You don't realize how much.
He's using actual.
Let me take one of the lights off. That's just one. It's 8 more lights on me. Look at this. It's 8 more lights on me. Black. God knows.
That is original black man.
That's what happens when ain't no lights on me.
Africans see him and be like, "Oh, you black. You a real black man." Black, yeah, but we was walking down the street one day. These Africans stopped, just started bowing to him. It was crazy.
Right?
It's like we haven't seen a black man this just pure ever, and I'm from the continent.
But yeah, man, that's Pan-Africanism essentially. It's much deeper. But once you start studying, like Malcolm X met with this guy named Kwame Nkrumah, which was the first president of Ghana after they got rid of Europeans. Kwame Nkrumah, one of the deepest revolutionaries. Malcolm X met with this dude, and I didn't know that. I just recently was reading a book. I was like, these niggas met? Malcolm X met with all these people. Dude, Malcolm X is the truth. But Malcolm X's dad was a Garveyite. Malcolm X's dad was Pan-Africanist. And I think that plays a lot of role before his dad was murdered by the KKK. I think that plays a lot of role with Malcolm X eventually understanding Pan-Africanism too. Yeah. I'm high as fuck.
I know it helps. That helps.
You know, Africa got the good weed too. So I know that's really why you want to get back.
Yeah. I never been, and I was planning to go. Corona fucked it up. But I'm definitely gonna spend a month out there and wiggle around, backpack, fucking just do the hostels and shit like that. I don't know if I'm gonna get some pussy out there though.
Why not?
I've already fucked an African, so I've several Africans, so I'm already clicked that box. So I don't know. I've already tasted it. Not, if it comes at me, I don't know, maybe, but yeah, I'm good off of that. I'm just going out there for museum to go to all. When I travel, like I've been to almost 20 countries. I just go straight to the museums, and I go to all like the main tourist spots, and then I usually hit the comedy clubs, and and try to connect with the activists. That's what I do that's another thing. Like when I was in Brazil, I went to Brazil. I clicked up with
last year, right?
Huh?
That was last year, right?
2018, 2 years ago.
I was 18. Okay.
Yeah.
How do you connect with activists? What do? You be like, is it a call like cuckoo?
Black power!
Somebody yell back, murder! Murder!
They running over here. Then you get all these activists running and shit.
That's a crazy question to ask. I don't even know how the fuck I end up doing
Man,
it.
I do, because I be at your house. Larry be connecting before he even get on the soil. He be like, G, I'm landing. I'm
Yeah,
going to
I
catch
do.
y'all.
That's one thing. I network. I message a hella people that I know that might have an idea, and they connect me. That's true.
Okay.
That's one thing.
Yeah, because that's a new trend. Like people looking for strong black leads right now, especially activist wise, and that's why I made it a point to like we needed to find some people that we knew who we could promote who are going out. Is there anything you got scheduled or planned for the future so that we can go with you?
Oh, you would come to a protest?
Man, hey man, I'm flying everywhere now, baby. They don't open,
Yeah, it's cheap.
and it still only costs $3. They got these Aldi flights going, baby.
Man, these Costco prices.
Everything 2 for $5. They selling flights like 3 5s.
You did?
Well,
Hey, man,
shit,
if you
July.
gonna fly to Vegas, we'll throw Arizona in for free.
July 4th, we doing some shit. I know that.
Okay.
Because we're like saying we're protesting like niggas wasn't free when July 4th kicked off. You know what I mean? So
Hey, don't tear no signs, don't tear no statues down. They trying to find people for tearing the statues down. The black people know better, but you know, you out there, they might try to say you did it. You know.
Yeah.
I didn't do it.
Shut up, Larry.
Shut up, Larry. I'm trying to give you a bone, man. You supposed to say, I know, we know.
He's like, yeah, man, we ain't gonna be doing none of that, man. We ain't on that.
The thing about the current DA, though, the current district attorney here in San Francisco, he's pardoning all activist kind of stuff. So the nigga,
and
some
zero
of my
bail.
friends just shut the bridge
Zero
down.
bail.
Zero bail.
Zero bail too. So if you're doing
out.
any activist work, you get out immediately.
Yep. My friends, they shut the bridge down. They got out the same day. They only spent 7 hours in jail.
Nice. Yep. Okay. Well, see, that's good. At least somewhere is promoting that, because it's what I'm gonna talk about later is in Chicago. Even the head of the FOP is like they fighting with Lori Lightfoot about like all that. He hoping the police. He telling the police, if you kneel, if you sympathize, not with the looters, if you sympathize with the protesters. I don't even understand that. Like the protesters have been the most peaceful people out here. How you not gonna sympathize with peaceful people saying don't kill me?
But everybody get mad at me when I be like, go on, tear it up, though. Every time I be like, go on, tear it up, because that's all they want to hear. Everybody get mad at me. They're like, we shouldn't. But it's so funny that nothing happened like this 4 to 5 years ago when Colin Kaepernick kneeled and we had all those protests kick off. Nothing. We got body cams that they turn off. That's the only thing we got from that Colin Kaepernick protest, which he was jumping on the Black Lives Matter bandwagon and all that too. I'm not saying it was just Colin. There were protests happening while Colin was protesting as well, but nothing happened. Soon as we test stuff up, all of a sudden you got Black Lives Matter painted on every street. You got cops kneeling in the street. You got all these cops quitting. As soon as we got a little violent, because that's what they're truly afraid of. Black people standing up and doing to the oppressors what we had done to us. That's what this is really about. They're afraid that we're going to do to them what they did to us. That's why they're like, we're not giving up our country. We didn't ask you to. It's not our country to ask for back. That's the Native Americans' argument. That's not our argument. Our argument is we just want to be here and be free. Now, if they keep pushing this narrative, I try to remind people, don't forget who runs the NBA. Don't forget who runs the Major League Baseball. Don't forget who the nation's best athletes are. You don't want no smoke with us. I don't care if we only 13%. You know what I'm saying? With everybody who, like Larry was saying, if we stand together with the Mexicans and the Native Americans and the Asian Americans and everybody else who has these same problems, we are no longer the minority. We're the majority, and we tear this boy down.
Yeah.
That's why they try to keep us divided. That's why they try to keep the Mexicans fighting the blacks and the men fighting the women, and all these Black Lives Matter don't really matter. Don't support that. Try to find something new, because as long as they keep
I'm gonna keep going with the show because I don't even know. I think Larry But now he's so high, he don't know what the fuck going on. He like, what happened? I don't know. Terry was talking. Look, he went to sleep for a minute. I think Terry came out. I'm looking for him to come back in. But look, hey, all I gotta say is, look, at the end of the day, we appreciate you coming in, Larry. What I think I was asking you a question, and I don't think you got to answer it. So do you remember my question?
Which
Because
one?
you know, I asked 8 at a time. So all right, so you see the violence going on. Have you seen any changes though? Like I see y'all getting off. Have you seen any other changes?
A lot of policies have changed. I can't list them, but if people go and look them up, they'll definitely see that a lot of things have changed. I mean, shit,
Mm.
cops are quitting. You know what I mean? There's the whole.
Yeah.
It's they said by the numbers, it's the largest.
Uh-oh. I believe he's still talking. Let's hope he. It looked like he got frozen. We
Hello.
you know, go ahead, say it again. You got stuck on by the numbers. It was the largest, and now you moving real
Okay.
slow.
Okay, for sure. Yeah. It stopped. I didn't know.
Yeah,
It kind of
no,
froze.
it just stopped.
But yeah, it's the largest civil rights movement in history. What just happened, and everybody are, and they're saying and they're painting Black Lives Matter. So
Hmm.
so I think that we're in a moment in history where we're like the world. I'm talking about places that ain't even got never niggas ain't never seen someone black, but and they protesting.
Exactly.
And so we're at a point now where people are recognizing colorism, because it's not just racism against black, it's racism against
No,
people with darker skin in general, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you go
exactly.
to Asian countries and the darker skin Asians, there's in India there's a caste system, it's and the caste system goes down by skin color essentially, and the bottom they're
Hmm.
called Dravidians, and the Dravidians look like Africans, and they're
Hmm.
in India, but they're at the bottom of the caste system. They're the poorest. They're the ones that nobody gives a fuck about. So so it's a colorism thing too. And Terry, I'm glad you're back on. Um, what the thing is when black people are liberated, everybody else will be liberated. It's a
100%.
deep concept to understand though. When black people are liberated, the rest of the world will be liberated. And the reason this is true is because um it's almost like a precursor. Like ours is so simple. It's not simple, but it's like it makes so much sense. It's like, okay, stop being racist, stop dogging black people and women, of course, women too. Well, stop these oppressions, and once you stop these oppressions, then we can reckon. Then all the other oppressions is just gonna come tumbling
Could be.
down.
And that's what I think is happening right now. That's why this is such a global movement, because of exactly what you said. There's enough people that are tired of the racism. They're tired of living with the guilt of the racism, and there's enough people tired of dealing with the other end of racism. And they know as long as we can say, hey, black people, it's all good. We apologize nationally. It's all good. We're going to try to make amends for it. It makes it very easy for you to accept people who are homosexual, for you to accept women, for you to accept other cultures, because we have been internationally oppressed.
Yeah,
So that's a great point, man. And every time I try to say anything about mobilizing, Larry, they cut me off. It's been happening for like 2 weeks. If I say anything about black people mobilizing, they end up cutting my feed. And it's hard for me to get back in. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? To the point, I even put one of these feeds up and said, listen to this timestamp. You can hear a police microphone check in. You know how like they squelch the microphone?
yeah.
I'm in here by myself on the feed, and you heard a police microphone squelch, which means they was listening to my shit somehow, because there's no other
Damn.
reason for it. And I mean, it's on my page right now. I still got it up there. They were blocking certain posts. They were doing all kind of things. So just got to stay strong, man. I'm really understanding, man. A lot is not just what we see in person, man. It's what they put in our Facebook feeds, is what they put in our Instagram feeds, what they allow us to see, and what they keep us from seeing that keeps us at odds.
Yeah. And one thing I've been trying to tackle lately is how I was raised to perceive women. You know what I mean?
Mm.
I'm from the Bay. Like I grew up with the ultimate pimp culture. You know what I mean? The Mac, Everybody I grew up with my uncle. I'm named after my uncle. He was murdered. He was a pimp. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all that was what I was raised on. And my mom is from Colombia, and in Colombia, women don't have not even close to the same amount of rights here. Women are dogged out all through Latin America, right? So I grew up with a misogynistic patriarchal culture, like how I conduct myself, how I think. And if you see right now, there's dozens of comics getting canceled right now. Joey Diaz was accused, Jimmy Kimmel, motherfucking Joe Rogan, Ari Shaffir, Chris D'Elia. You know what I mean? We can go down the list. All these comedians are getting hit as super viral right now behind all this shit. You know what I mean? And I think back to my life, and I'm all like, damn, my whole life, like, because I'm on the women's side, right? I want to, because I'm like, I don't understand. It's kind of like, you know, most people don't understand how it is to be black, but they see, okay, black people going through it. So I see women going through it. I'm on their side, but in my mind, I'm like, I grew up being taught to be on the comedian side. You know what I'm saying? Like on the men's side, I grew up thinking like, this stupid ass bitch. You know what I mean? Like that's how I grew up, right? And so because I grew up that way, doesn't mean it's right. You know what I mean? Like a lot of white people were raised in slavery and they were taught in their mind black people is below them. You know what I mean? And so they were conditioned. So I was conditioned in the society to treat women as inferior, to look at women as inferior. And I'll be trying, you know what I mean? I'll be trying to take it away because I'm like, I don't want to do the same thing people do to black people to women. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to.
But you be fucking mad bitches though, Larry.
I do.
I know, right? It's one in the background now.
Right, she's like, Larry, how long are you gonna be doing this little radio show? I ain't gonna be over here all day.
One on your shirt.
No, that's Pac. Boy, hold on. That's Picasso Pac on his shirt face. You should be ashamed of yourself. That's Picasso Tupac.
I'm joking.
I'm just saying, you love Pac. I had to make sure you ain't
you know I love Pac. I just want him to show
mad. You've been mad if you saw this back later and you called Tupac a woman on this man's shirt. Not that that's a bad thing. I do love women. I'm making jokes. You know what I'm saying? Larry's taught me a lot. No BS. Even though he's younger than me, Larry has straightened me out on more than one occasion on shit that I shouldn't say, shit that I shouldn't think. And I appreciate him doing that. And I have enough respect for him to respect his opinion and apply that to my own life.
Did he tell you to shave your mustache?
Well, I don't. This is it, actually. This is all I got. This is it, bro. That's it. This is me trying. I can grow this all the way up my face. I can do this up here. I can grow this beard all the way up to my eyebrows, but I cannot grow a mustache, bro.
Hey, they do. They got some stuff you can put right on that lip.
I ain't putting nothing on my lip, man. This is my mustache. Y'all leave me alone, man. What is this, man? I'm sick of this shit, man.
Beard implant. They got that beard and mustache implant.
They got an implant kit. They will. You can stick pieces of air right here.
I told the whole studio. That's all I need. Okay, that's all we need. What do you use your mustache for anyway, but to look like a pedophile? I'm good.
Hey, that's crazy. You brought that up, Terry, because I actually have thought, and I was in the process of maybe possibly doing it because we have to do everything on Zoom. Is doing lessons to tech people of how to get women. I was actually considering doing that, like starting a business, like how to talk to a woman, how to interact, how to engage.
Ain't this the plot of a Will Smith movie?
Don't say that online. Leave that alone because don't do that, bro. And it'll work because those people don't leave the house anyway. It's perfect for them. Like that's actually a great idea. You need to go immediately after the show and do that because I'm posting.
Actually, I'm about to immediately steal that idea and teach black men how to date Asian women. I've figured out a lot of hacks.
Funny.
It's a lot of hacks. One of the main hacks is you gotta enjoy boba. If you don't drink boba, it ain't gonna happen. All right, you ain't gotta eat all the food, but as long as you drink boba, that's a free tip. Y'all can come tune into my online class tomorrow.
Right now is the perfect time to be black, and if you've never been with a woman who's not black. Like my dad said during the civil rights movements and stuff like that, in the hippie age, he got hella pussy.
He said we finna get canceled.
Hey, no, man, he sympathy Sex is a thing, bro. I've had all kind of
Yep.
chicks in my inbox, like, just in case you need a little piece. I understand it's rough right now.
like
You
like
ain't
they'll
even
look
gotta
at
take
you
me out.
extra slow. Black Lives Matter. It's
Yeah.
like crazy, you know what I mean?
Black Lives Matter.
Funny. Hey, look, let's go to our next topic because y'all ain't gonna let me do it without y'all anyway. It's
That's true.
And we finna go into our next topic. And honestly, we kind of already been talking about it. And on FaceTime, my topic right now is actually how hard the police are going to say fuck black people. I mean, it's actually annoying as hell that the police want to go harder on us than we going on the system. Like, ain't y'all part of the system? Like, when y'all get off work, what y'all just not people no more? Y'all just, you not a black cop no more. You just, come on, man, like, seriously. And then listen, I understand that y'all quitting. I get it, quit. But look, if all y'all quit, then what the hell? Y'all still out there now? Y'all legally finna be killing people. No, don't quit. Stay your ass on the force and get in trouble, motherfucker. That's what I want. Stay your ass there. Take it like a man. You got years of bullshit on your record. Now you want to quit because you know next year you're gonna do some bullshit. Stay your pussy ass on the force. What y'all think about that? I don't know.
I agree with you, man. You know, and it's kind of dangerous because cops are known to frame us, plant shit, start gang wars, do shooting, and blame it on the other turf. All types of weird ass, you know. That's cops. Now we ain't gonna go to what the feds and the CIA do. You know what I mean? So the off-duty cops, they're just gonna join white supremacy militias. If they're already in that mind state, what they're gonna do is they're gonna go and start fucking with white people who are racist and say, I'm a former officer, I got ties, I got connections, I got guns, I got weapons, I got training. You know, I want to help the white cause. You know what I'm saying? So
to tie into that, if you notice, there've been a bunch of police officers without badges, without badge numbers that's been patrolling the streets. And I'm positive that's part of those white supremacist groups, those militia groups rather, that are just putting on outfits and showing up to the police like we here to help. Because there's never been a time in history I've seen a cop been able to walk around without a badge at all, even if undercovers.
That's real. You know, the deepest thing about it is how power works. You ever work at a job and then one of your homies gets a higher position or a raise? Now he got something to say to you, but then now all of a sudden his personality changed and he started acting what's wrong with you? I thought we was just smoking weed behind Burger King, nigga. Now all of a sudden you the king, nigga. So it's a psychological thing, actually. It's once you get power, the human brain, something happens to it chemically. So imagine 500 years of white people always exercising this power, having this power. It passed on generationally so tough that the fucking power structure in their mind is
now, even though I'm not as educated as these brothers on the phone, shout out to Third, but I do know about the Stanford prison experiment that talked about exactly what you're saying. I mean, I'm just
hold on. I'm the idiot in the room because I know Third know. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. For me, I don't know.
Larry, you tell them because my connection messing up. You know, they don't want me to get no messages out.
So they wanted to do a power like dynamic experiment. It was now you can't do that anymore because they ruled it inhumane, which it turned out to be. So they pretty much got a bunch of students and they put them in different positions, right? It's kind of like Jane Elliott. Jane Elliott, she does the white experiments, right, in the classroom where she uses children, and she'll say, okay, the children with the blue eyes are better than the children with the green eyes because they're all white. And so then the blue-eyed people will start dogging out the green-eyed people, and the green-eyed people will start getting hella emotional and crying. That's like the kid level. The Stanford level with grown people, they did it in a prison, and they gave certain amount of people positions as guards and certain amount of people as inmates. And they had different rules, incentives, all types of shit. And by the end of the experiment, I think someone got killed, at the end of the experiment.
Because they started to believe that they had more power, even though they all came in with the same power, but they were assigned a more powerful position. Therefore, they acted as such. The same thing happened on the movie set. When I was just in that Netflix film, I was playing an inmate and one of my boys was playing a guard. We never ate together. The guards ate with the guards, and the inmates ate with the inmates. Even though we were actors,
Right.
it's a mental thing. It's a mental thing. If you're told you're more powerful, then you
That's
act
deep.
as such.
That's
I
deep.
was even on a movie set, bro. And then by the end of that whole little thing, that was all day and the night, right? By the end of it, the guards was running around making jokes about the inmates, like "Shut up, before I lock you up, put you in solitary." Like everybody just fell into their role, and that's what's happened in America. That's what's happened all over the globe. Everybody is just playing the positions that they were assigned. We got to do some reassignments.
Yeah.
You know, that's just all it is.
That's real. And watch, Africa is gonna be the new power, but we really have to focus on it, man. Black people, we gotta stop thinking of ourselves as separate than Africans, man. And Africans look at us like we're crazy, but you know what I mean? So there's a lot of dissension. Who you think's creating it though? You know what I'm saying?
Who's the puppet master? Yeah, who's the puppet master?
Yeah, that's the only place we could really go home, man. Dave Chappelle, when he quit and disappeared, he went to Africa. You know what I'm saying? Like
Michael Jackson.
Michael
Jackson went to Africa.
You go to Africa, bro, you're gonna get big love, bro, and you already smarter, like, and more, not because we're naturally smart, but because of our opportunity and our access. Because we're gonna go there. They're gonna be like, oh, American, like he knows how to wiggle and shit like that. In different ways, he's exposed to different things. You know what I'm saying? So.
Now, look, Larry, I know we can't keep you on the show, and we do got one more segment we want to get into, and I want you to stick around for it. I know Face does too, because we got a little something else to go on. But I want you to leave them with what you left the crowd with when we were at the Juneteenth. You had a joke, but it was real poignant, and I know you know what I'm talking about. The settler joke. I want you to lead them with a little piece of that. What you said at the end of a very prompt, a very cool speech, but I want you to leave them with that ending.
Just continue to take risks, everybody. That's, take chances, really keep going. You know what I mean? Never settle. I don't fuck with settlers, especially European settlers.
He said this to a crowd of white people. Y'all gotta understand, it was like 60, 70 white people in this crowd, and they was all up front, because it's Juneteenth. We not racist, and he laid that right on them, bro.
And they laughed too.
And they laughed.
Funny. That's hilarious. Hey,
yes,
man,
sir.
You're funny, man. Hey, so we definitely gonna get you back on because we want to see your stand up, and we want to get you on here as an artist because you are not only an activist but a comedian as well. And from what I hear, you're a very funny comedian, and I know you are because Terry wouldn't tell me you are if you wasn't, because good tape. No, he got a good talent. He got a good talent. He's not gonna tell me, He'll tell me like, he activist, but don't. You know what I'm saying? And then he'll tell me, don't tell him. Shit, just what I'm saying. We good. So no, that's my brother. Now you my brother. We all brothers, man, and you part of the fight. And we definitely appreciate you, man. Y'all definitely look him up. And we're gonna have you back on the show. I promise you.
And be looking out. He'll be playing in the Last Dragon. He's gonna be playing Show Enough. So just Show Enough. He's the new Show Enough in Barry Gordy's remake of the Last Dragon again.
Too enough.
I love you, bro.
I love you too, man.
Yeah, I mean, you can. Yeah, man.
Nah, you ain't gotta go because we got a cipher. We got a cipher coming up.
Oh, y'all about to freestyle?
We are going to. I want to force him to rap because I'm a rap. I'm a freestyle, and I got Severe in the building. We gonna do a quick cipher if that's cool because I know they ready. Look, he already walking through. He already ready.
Hey, he already ready to hop up on the screen. Let me tell you about California. Our burritos are supreme. He gonna
kick it off. Yeah, we gonna get into it definitely, man. So you can stick around. We finna do a little quick cipher real quick because we got time. Why not? We gonna extend the show a little bit tonight because we got activists and hip hop artists, and I know you chomping at the bit. I know it, and I don't even know. It might be too loud. Who knows? But we finna try to get in there. Go ahead. Give me a beat. Give me a beat. Yeah. So while he's setting that up,
Yeah.
we're gonna get a couple.
Larry ready. Look at him. Larry ready. He like,
Yeah, he coming at the best. Everybody ready. Like, but we my road story actually is gonna come from third because you know, honestly, he wanted to tell me about the time we went down to see him at college. So let's get into this real quick.
Okay. Severe actually tells this story the best.
Severe, you want to tell the story?
No.
Shit.
All
right. Severe ready to freestyle. He like, look, you said freestyle.
So it was what? I think probably year 2000.
Mm-hmm.
And we just started making music, you know. So we had a drum machine, we had a little 4-track. Now I was gonna say 16. We had a 4-track back then.
4-track.
Yeah,
4-track.
You know, we was struggling and shit. We was making tapes and shit back then. So they came down and you know, they was playing music, you know, and whatnot, but we couldn't really rock with what they had, you know. It wasn't they weren't.
He talking about that solo beat. Solo beat. Okay. All right, we had friends who made beats. All of us made beats, right? All of us. We all made beats. We all
everybody did.
Down in college, they came to my door, my apartment in college. We all just made beats and kicked it. And one guy, he's amazing now, so we ain't gonna put him out, but
you already did, bro.
Originally, they don't know him, even though he was on the show the other day. They don't know.
Yeah, the dude from last week.
The dude from the other week.
I'm like, how are you gonna say they don't know him? He was just on the show.
Hey man,
we all grown. We grew up now. You know?
So have you?
Hey, whatever they played for us, me and my guys at Eastern, that shit was horrible. And we was trying to rap over it, and we was like, damn. And fast forward, I wind up hooking up with Severe, and we doing all type of shit, all type of beautiful music and whatnot. So it's crazy. It's a story we always talk about because we never knew that shit was gonna actually lead.
Humble beginnings, bro. That's just humble beginnings. But if you don't stop, this is proof of if you don't stop, you can improve and you can achieve. You can get to places you didn't even believe.
Facts.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Hey,
bro. Speaking of canceling comics, I'm sorry. Bruh, I'm gonna tell you later, nigga. Someone in the Bay is going viral on Twitter for a Bay Area comic for doing some crazy shit.
We gonna talk right after the cipher. I gotta see this.
All right.
Yeah.
You know what? Y'all want me to kick the cipher off? Can y'all hear the music? Y'all can hear the music? Can y'all hear it?
Y'all can hear it.
Hear it. What'd you say?
Hey. I said, ain't no need to switch gears. I can hear it in my ears. And me, I've been doing this shit for many years. Yes, I have no fear when I have to fucking peer. I'm smoking on the green, nigga. I disappear. Just like the smoke that comes out from the tip of it. I'm infinite. My mind moving smooth. My mom's an immigrant. I said, I'm over here with bo&terry. You know, bitches will be like, hey, I want a hoe for Larry. And I said, girl, I'm going to run you till you dead like the mortuary. Because my shit is very extraordinary. And nigga, let me pass it to my motherfucking brother Terry.
Kind of scary.
It's kind of scary.
His name is Larry.
His name is Larry. Yeah, his name is Terry.
Hey.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's weird though.
Hey Terry, you go pick it up. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Then let me show you how I get down, how I turn smiles into frowns, how I come around and I take over blocks instead of towns. I don't need it all. All I need is to get the ball. I'ma dribble up and bow up to the hoop on all of y'all. I ain't even a rapper, dog. I'm more like a comedian, a motherfucking man, an entrepreneur, in ingredients. I'm sorry, I meant ingredients. Ooh. I'm like a chef. I'm in the kitchen and I'm cooking up something to be the best. I'ma keep on going and flowing and showing y'all that I ain't gotta do nothing but keep on mowing over y'all because I can't even hear the beat. I'm just flowing off my brain. I hope y'all can hear the words that I speak.
Hey, you doing good. Rapping straight off the beat. I ain't mad at you. You kicked it off the street. And
Ooh.
it's gonna be on the heat, but I ain't worried about it because I don't like to eat my meat. Goddamn. Leave me alone.
He said, "Oh, I ain't even worried about it, man.
Yeah, I
I'm
ain't
going."
worried about it. Hey, you know what though? Hey, you know what? We got a lot of hot beats from Family Biz, and we changing the company name. So, like we was just talking about that road trip. Man, they got a song that's called "The Memory Of," right? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yes, sir. I know that.
Song remind me of all kind of things. You know what I'm saying? So when he went back to that road trip, it brought me back to memories and my memories of when I was 3. I met my homie boy. His name was Terry. We were in school together. That was my homeboy, and we didn't know that we was gonna be boys, but he was a little spoiled kid at that. His mama gave him everything at the park. It was whack. We was mad as shit. We couldn't get shit. He got 3 or 4 milks, even the chocolate, bitch. What
Man, pause.
It was cool as shit. And one day we just met up and it was cool as fuck. And then we came through. We got in college, got bucked, high school, everything. Yo, it was luck. But it really wasn't luck. It was cool. I was glad to meet this fool straight out of school, straight out the grind. Every time, bro. Straight out the mind, bro. We cool.
Yeah.
We gonna do it like this. And I got third in the building. You know he don't miss. He like an assassin when it comes to this shit. So I'm gonna let him do a couple of bars. Let him fucking spin.
Yo, back in the day, my man came to EIU with the fucking beat machine. He said, yo, Third Supreme, get on the track. And I listened and I thought it was whack, but it's all good. Fast forward 2020. Now we doing tracks and you know we getting plenty. Me and Severe Garcia. You know what I'm saying? We do this shit about to rock the boat like my name was Aaliyah. Yeah. Freak this shit. You know how I come? I don't know how I speak this shit. I write hooks. Motherfuckers better look how we come to Chi-Town. Man, we straight cook the books. Get back on all the shit that we need to do. You know what I'm saying? Keep it true. They burn down the city, but we about to build it back up. You know what I'm saying? We do this shit and we never corrupt. Yeah. You know, I had to holler at the mayor, Lori Lightfoot, say, what's up? Where the money at? Yo, where the reparations? With no I'ma speak this shit without concentration. You know how I do it back in the day with constant elevation. Me and Severe Garcia is waiting. You know what I'm saying?
Elevation as you change the station.
Oh.
In the back, so don't be complacent.
Yeah.
It's more rhythm than nation or something like that. I don't care if you like this. Yeah, I like that. It's a hype track. I like that. I probably produced it, but you know what it is. Shit, they probably used to it, so you might as well use it to spit something sickening. Hope you're listening. I remember when I was focused on my dividends, didn't need a pen. I was just off the top. They like, man, when it dropped, man, whenever it drops. So when it do, pick it up, take a listen.
Yeah.
Hey.
But I'm right. I do this shit every night off the hype track. You know the type of shit that get down. You know what I'm saying? Niggas know they come around Chi-Town, get treated like some clowns. I'm from the underground, speak it in surround sound. Every day, slide through the town. You know how I get it. It's my wisdom. It's my man Larry. Or might even go to Terry, man. I'm in the planetary. Shit that I be speaking. I leave motherfuckers tweaking every single weekend.
Hey, let me tell you, let me get some leg room. I said, while you sliding through the town, nigga, I'm tiptoeing in bitches' bedrooms.
That was a good one bar. There you go. That hot one bar right there. Hey, man.
That was the first.
Hey, that was our little cypher session, man. We ain't gonna get it in, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna keep it going. We'll go all night with y'all on the cypher, man.
Hey, y'all got bars, bro. Damn, y'all will see. And being from the West Coast, like when I hear y'all style, like I just be like, damn, that's sick right there. Y'all was, that shit was dope, man. That was fun. I appreciate y'all.
Oh, we appreciate you.
That's why I was glad that we had Larry on the show Larry used to do a show called Equipto's Timeless Cypher. I'm not sure if y'all familiar with Equipto, but Larry is one of the only dudes in the Bay Area I rap with every time we in the car.
Okay. Yeah, that
Every
is dope.
time we drive anywhere, he throw on the instrumentals, and they remind me of kicking it with you fellas right there in Chicago. That's why he family.
Yeah, and you know how important that is to get those bars in. You know, it's creative. It's open your mind and flows it. You know, and then they get them words out. You know,
We got to get back to that.
yeah, we got to stay on that. You know, especially as comics, it's like improv for us. You know,
Yeah.
Exactly.
because it should be life for them, but a lot of new rappers don't even. I don't know. A lot of new. Rappers
No, I
don't.
think they freestyle whole albums, bro. I don't think they writing down nothing.
You think so? Oh, well,
Yeah,
then.
you heard that one dude. He was searching for lyrics. He was like, living lifestyle. Like they don't even. I'll fill in the lyrics later. I'm gonna get to that. Hook. I'm about hooks.
They out here mumbling.
They
They
super-
ain't got bars.
Yeah,
got
I'm just gonna do the whole
Some of
ad
them,
lib.
Some of them got bars. I ain't saying everybody, but some of them they phoning these albums in, bro. Some of them.
Yeah, that's true.
There's some people out here spitting though.
Hey, but we got real.
Hey man, is that about it?
Yeah, we got real hip hop artists. We got real comedians. We got real activists. We got Larry Dorsey Jr. in the building. Make sure y'all check him out everywhere. Instagram, Facebook,
On every platform.
back page. I think he got a back page.
Craigslist. You can find him on Craigslist and jobs.
You know what I'm saying? I think he got a friends only page.
Yeah.
Does he got a fans only? No. Larry,
You can check him out on his he got an Instagram channel.
talk about purple.
He got
Rain
an
and Larry
Instagram channel
Dorsey.
for hair care products. Hair care products on his Instagram. He's also an Instagram model. His hair didn't start out like that. He was bald headed.
We got the luster, let your soul glow. Just let
your soul glow, baby. Feeling oh so silky smooth. Just let it shine through. Yeah.
So
That's my
tell
favorite part.
what you got? You last words for the people, Larry. What you want to tell them, man?
I'm gonna say, since we talked a lot of blackness, I'll say, yeah, I am half Native American. So everybody, remember when you think of Native Americans, think of Latinos, because Latinos by blood have a majority Native American blood. So we start switching our minds and understanding that Trump building that wall, he's really trying to stop the original people of this land of taking over again. And it's going to happen eventually regardless.
Wow.
But we have to understand that Latinos are indigenous people. Well, they have indigenous blood. And so as soon as we accept that and start working together and building that unity, and we liberate black people, liberate women, and, you know, get Africa back, we all gonna win, baby. That's what's on my mind. Revolution, man. Hey, the black man is God. The black woman is God. Love y'all.
Hey, it's a beautiful.
Thank you, G. Much really appreciate having you on the show, brother.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing, man. Love you, man. We gonna check you out. Make sure y'all. Hey, if y'all want to give him some money, I'm sure his cash is Larry Dorsey Jr. too, right? I'm pretty sure. Hey, just send him money. Make sure y'all support the cause, man, because he out there representing. And we definitely need to link up with you and make sure that we keep you safe and get people around you, good people, man, because you're doing God.
Oh, yeah. This is great. I forgot something. Bo, meet Larry. Larry, meet Bo. This is Heavyweight Comedy Chicago meeting my heavyweight California.
Oh, you
brothers.
a heavyweight?
Yeah,
my mind told me to bring the belt today. I swear to God, something in my brain was like, bring your heavyweight belt. And I didn't. I looked at it and I was like, shit, Terry ain't gonna have his belt. I should have brought the belt. That would have been the reason.
I got it. I ain't gonna go get it. It's over. It's right over there.
He said I do a lightweight belt. Get your ass. I'm heavyweight.
Lightweight comedy.
Hey man, look, we definitely finna link up a whole lot.
So that's what I'm saying. We already all connected. We just haven't had a chance to work together because of COVID. Remember, I was coming to Chicago. You was gonna come out here. So it's good that we got to meet even before we got a chance to meet as a crew.
we definitely need to talk because I got talks about Thursday night doing that coming soon. So
Yeah, to Chicago.
I need to talk. Yes. All right.
Yeah, like dude, Larry's coming with me to
Larry
Chicago.
high as shit. He don't know what the fuck is. Larry high as a motherfucker.
Larry, like, yeah, man, that's cool.
Larry smoked the.
Revolution.
I ain't never seen a slow burn joint ever in life. He smoked.
You ain't been to Cali though. You ain't kicked it with us in Cali. That's why.
You got the Revolution strain.
The revolution.
You ain't never smoked none of that Angela Davis nigga. You don't
It's that Black Panther,
You
man.
smoke that weed and you be like, yes, I believe that people all over the world need to be free. A little bit of AD.
Yeah. But thank you, Larry, for real, man. We definitely gonna get you back on the show.
Sir,
We gonna connect.
I
You,
wish
my brother.
y'all the most success, man. Everybody over there, I wish God's blessings, man. Just for real.
All right, thank you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Man, I appreciate you. Hey, man, and third, man. Hey,
Yes, sir.
hey, man. Shout out to Third.
Thank you, bro.
Check his album out.
Hey, thanks for having me, bro. This is a good experience, man.
Yeah.
Nah, and we really trust me, bro. I really appreciate it. I've been listening to you because Seville be sending me stuff all the time anyway, man. So you know, it's just one of them things where it's cool that we got a chance to link up and do a little work. We got more work to do later, bro.
Definitely.
10th anniversary.
We definitely need to do some work together. You know what I mean? Some performances, all that.
Yeah, man. I need you to help me brush up on my bars, man, so I can get back on my feet. You know what I'm saying?
I sell verses and hooks too.
I'm straight down. No ghostwriters.
Hey, why not? Why not? Hey, we can all be famous if we got the voice. Y'all hear the voice, bro?
I got a Holy Ghost writer. My shit is divine, son.
Okay.
So look though.
So iron sharpen iron. That's what I'm talking about. What we did today, bro. If I work out with you, I'm gonna be better because you better. That's what you're supposed to do. Surround yourself with people stronger than you so you get stronger.
Yeah. I'm with it. Hey man, so Third, look, y'all check Third out, Third Supreme, Third_Supreme on Instagram. Go to his Edward Bunch,
the third
on .com or Gmail, my fault.
Yeah, gmail.com.
If you want to contact them and send them some money or book them or get some beats or
help us with these spins, y'all. We need to get this record as much attention as possible right now. KK Care, Plus Clarence.
You know, at the end of this, we're gonna play it again anyway. No matter.
Yes, sir. That's the new outro today.
Well, not really, but we're gonna play it after the outro.
99 cent KK Karen.
99 cent KK
dollars. Support.
Everywhere. Every platform there is title. No excuse to not have it in your rotation.
Share and support.
Please. Yeah, share and support, please. I think let me make sure that's it. I think I pulled up. But y'all, thank y'all for checking the show out. We love y'all.
Yes, sir.
Y'all, this is the Bo&terry show.
Love y'all.
Shady Radio presents. You know what I'm saying? This Tuesday at how you say it? I still can't say that.
Touche Day. You get the accents, bro. Every Touche Day, we gonna be here 7 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. Figure it out on the East Coast. I ain't got that good at math because I ain't go to college, man. Love y'all. See y'all soon.
Every Touche Day. Yeah. Check us out, baby. We love you guys. I know, right? I love y'all. Thanks, bro. Like I literally gotta watch it. We still here. We actually finna go into our part 2 of the show.
We did good though.
Hey, no, bro, you killed that shit.
I'm working on a little bit here though.
I ain't been flowing like that.
Just a little.
Ku Klux Karen just called the police. Dispatch promptly notified the beast. Excuse me, sir, do you live around here? Your skin is too dark and there's gold in your ears. And through the years, I've been just living in fear that some black would kidnap and just take me somewhere. Yeah, I'm scared, so I clutch my bag and walk across the street whenever you're walking past. You're so obsessed with ass, I don't carry cash. Karen, could you not be a snowflake? And please, put that phone up for God's sake. Why? Calling 12 is how I demonstrate hate. I figure you're already in an agitated state. When they arrive, you gon' be trying to prove your case. And in debate, jokes on you, it's too late. Calling police on niggas, I don't hesitate. Ku Klux Karen just called the police. Dispatch promptly notified the beast. Do I end up in jail or much worse, deceased? Ku Klux Karen just called the police. Ku Klux Karen just called the police. Dispatch promptly notified the beast. Do I end up in jail or much worse, deceased? Ku Klux Karen just called the police. Hello, you've reached 911. Press 1 if you think you seen a nigga with a gun. 2 if he's black and you don't know what to do. 3 if he's an uppity nigga that won't agree. 4 if you seen a nigga running out of store. 5 if you don't want his black ass to be alive. How can I help you? Why are you calling? Well, I just seen a nigga that's reckless eyeballing. He talked back and I'm really upset. And I'm sure he has a gun, though
Sorry, that ain't me, y'all. That's my bad.
Yeah.
The internet trying to shut us down, baby. They don't want it to play.
Ku Klux Karen just called the police. Dispatch promptly notified the beast. Excuse me, sir, do you live around here? Your skin is too dark and there's gold in your ears. And through the years, I've been just living in fear that some black would kidnap and just take me somewhere. Yeah, I'm scared, so I clutch my bag and walk across the street whenever you're walking past. You're so obsessed with ass, I don't carry cash. Karen, could you not be a snowflake? And please, put that phone up for God's sake. Why? Calling 12 is how I demonstrate hate. I figure you're already in an agitated state. When they arrive, you gon' be trying to prove your case. And in debate, jokes on you, it's too late. Calling police on niggas, I don't hesitate. Ku Klux Karen just called the police. Dispatch promptly notified the beast. Do I end up in jail or much worse, deceased? Ku Klux Karen just called the police. Ku Klux Karen just called the police. Dispatch promptly notified the beast. Do I end up in jail or much worse, deceased? Ku Klux Karen just called the police. Hello, you've reached 911. Press 1 if you think you seen a nigga with a gun. 2 if he's black and you don't know what to do. 3 if he's an uppity nigga that won't agree. 4 if you seen a nigga running out of store. 5 if you don't want his black ass to be alive. How can I help you? Why are you calling? Well, I just seen a nigga that's reckless eyeballing. He talked back and I'm really upset. And I'm sure he has a gun, though I haven't seen it yet. He's wearing Jordan, so I know he's a thief. He was probably in the streets looting stores last week. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked. And for that, we both know that he deserves to be shot. Hurry up before he makes it off the block. And could you please send one of those white nigga killer cops? Ku Klux Karen just called the police. Dispatch promptly notified the beast. Do I end up in jail or much worse, deceased? Ku Klux Karen just called the police. Ku Klux Karen just called the police. Dispatch promptly notified the beast. Do I end up in jail or much worse, deceased? Ku Klux Karen just called the police.
Please stop. Sir, I'm asking you to stop. Please take your photo. I'm gonna tell them there's an African American man threatening my life. I'm sorry, I'm in a ramble, and there is a man, African American, who's a bicycle helmet. He's recording me and threatening me and my dog. There is an African American man. I am in Central Park. He's recording me and threatening myself and my dog. And my. I'm sorry, I can't hear you either. I'm being threatened by a man in the ramble.